Dear comrades, I want to welcome you all, and I'm very glad to see you in a very good health and jovial mood. Welcome to our first constitutional meeting of 2025, where we'll be discussing our targeted programs for action for the calendar year 2025. Let me start by thanking you for being in attendance today and for your continued dedication and commitment to the cause that is Zanu PF. Fellow comrades, we've all seen the visionary progressive work that is being carried out under the astute leadership of our President and First Secretary, Comrade Dr. Mnangagwa, and it is only fitting that we all rally behind him and exert all our energies into ensuring that his Vision 2030, that is of achieving an upper middle income society by 2030. Let us desist from any activities that jeopardize the success of our President's work in our respective departments and portfolios. May we actively be looking for ways and means to advance this good work our President is doing. I am challenging each one of us here present to comprehensively explore ways on how we can empower our youth. Our colossal party, Zanu PF, is under siege by those bent on sowing discord and confusion within our party. It is therefore incumbent upon us as the vanguard of the party to ensure we defend our revolution. Let me emphasize on the need for us all to exercise extreme discipline, especially in these times where it is easy to get excitable and swayed from our cause. Let us refrain from the politics of insulting each other, especially our leaders. One of our mandates as a wing should be ensuring the employment and empowerment of our constituency. We have youths who graduated from the inaugural intake of the Youth Service in Zimbabwe program. The onus is therefore on us to bring them on board and ensure we work hand in glove with them as we rally behind the progressive works of our President. We have noted with concern how those being recruited and employed in the civil service lack the grounding ideologies of Zanu PF, those which tell us who we are as a nation and that teach us to put our country first. We are therefore calling upon the Public Service Commission to give first priority to our youth, especially the youth service in Zimbabwe graduates. I am therefore calling upon the National Youth League executive leadership, as well as our provincial youth chairmen, to mobilize these youths and to ensure that they have been incorporated in gainful employment. We have also been made aware to those foreign investors who are abusing our youth in their places of employment, violating their basic human rights. This behavior must stop forthwith, as we are not going to sit on our laurels and watch our brothers and sisters being abused in their motherland. This is our Zimbabwe. We mustn't allow our youths or our fellow Zimbabweans being abused by these other business people or people who claim to be business people but abusing our people. We will not sit down and wait. Let this be a warning to you that we will not hesitate to pursue legal action against them. So we'll take action against those people who misbehave. As a party, we stand guided by the wisdom and vision of our President and First Secretary, Comrade Dr. Mnangagwa. Chicanery, manipulation of processes and outright corruption of any kind will not be tolerated, especially those who seek to conduct such behavior, hiding behind the name of the party and our President. As the Youth League, we will not remain silent and watch the good name of our President and the party being dragged through the mud. Let me take this opportunity to rally all members of the Youth League rank and file to be vigilant and be careful, lest you be hookwinked into mischief by excitable and wayward elements in our party. Fellow comrades, we will be having our National Youth Day celebrations on the 21st of February 2025 at Barberfield Stadium in Bulawayo. And our guest of honor will be His Excellency, the President, Dr. E.D. Mnangagwa. And we are all expected to be in attendance at this very important event. Following the letters you received, may I remind our provincial youth chairman of the importance of holding your inter-district meetings as you plan for the year ahead of us. Let me emphasize once more the need to preach unity of purpose and discipline in your respective provinces. Kuremekedzana, kukudzana, kunoita kuti party yedu irambe yakabatana. May you encourage your youth to actively participate in the self-verification program that is currently being undertaken by the party. Comrades and friends, at this juncture, comrades, allow me to also take this opportunity to congratulate our two of our national executive members, Comrade Taurai Kandishaya, who was appointed as the African Youth Congress Chairman, and Comrade Phineas Makombe, who was elected as the National Chairman for the Children of Zimbabwe Liberation War Veterans Association. Congratulations, my comrades. We look forward to working with you in your new roles as we seek to better the lives of our youth. I thank you.
So the biggest reason why you have seen these comrades responding is because Xavier Kasukuwere is the one who they want to preempt whatever his interview is going to tell or is going to say. So they've agreed to say, let us run these pressers so that whatever Xavier Kasukuwere is going to say will not look like we have a weakness. It's very, very important to see how these interviews are actually causing these people to be in fear and to run around. The Geza effect is very, very important right here. And, you know, I'm glad that ZANU-PF is fighting on its own. I'm very, very excited and very, very happy. If you look at Tinoma Chakaire, he doesn't even believe in his own statements, in his own words. He has simply said the truth. He said ZANU-PF has been hijacked. And for sure, ZANU-PF has been hijacked. By who? By criminals. By looters. By tenderpreneurs. And the war veterans are trying by all means possible to save it. And someone is not willing to have it saved. So it's going to be very, very interesting as we continue to watch and see whatever which is happening right there in ZANU-PF. It's very, very interesting. So right now, what do we need to expect? Let us expect to see more fireworks. Let us continue to expect, more battles. From now, the battle line has been drawn. But what we need to understand is, this time around, the Youth League, they have tried to avoid the mistake of the past. In the past youth leader, Shipanga, he was more direct. This time around, he is meandering. They are not as direct as in the past because they know the consequences. They don't want those consequences to follow them. So we are very, very interested to see whatever which is going to happen. Isisu tiri chero outcome ndikoko dyananai, rovanai, pedzanai, pondanai, itanai zvese zvese. Isisu chinhu chatakamirira muZimbabwe right now as we speak change. We are simply waiting for that day where every Zimbabwean is going to be happy, where every Zimbabwean is going to be recognized equally. Kwete zvokuti hanzi unofanira kunzi unge uri wekwanhingi kana kuti wekwanhingi. We must be equal. So one of the key issues is to note that ZANU-PF has hijacked the state and they have directed the Public Service Commission to employ mayouth avo etoitoya so that they fund mayouth avo through the government pace. Once mayouth aemployiwa vetoitoi vava vakaenda kuNational Youth Service yava ndo vachashandiswa number one kuintimidate vamwe mumaorganizations mavanenge vachishanda to try and neutralize other civil servants. Number two, to try and use them pavanenge vachida manpower pese, they will be using them. Waiza vati munhu wese ane salary. It's going to fail, it's going to stop. So this is it, guys. This is it. This is what is happening, and I need you to have this discussion. What do you really think about whatever which has been happening? What do you really think is going to happen from now going forward? Vanopa buda here, vanopa wina here, vakuru vekuzanu PF. Isisu takamira pana vachamisa ipapo. Tirikuti chauya ichocho. Takangomirira signal from the President, Advocate Nelson Chamisa. My message to fellow comrades, ngati sakasikai kumedza, ngati mbowana nguva yekutsenga, because it's still morning, we still have a long way to go. It's not time for us to call each other names simply because we have different views. In a new great Zimbabwe, we want to be able to have divergent views without calling each other names. Those who are calling us Zanu PF because we agree on certain positions, stop it. Those zvatiri kuti Zanu PF isiye izvozvo zvekuti kana ukadisagree voti uri mutengesi. We don't build our nation like that. Unity alota continua.